Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, talking metals. Let's talk copper again. Copper's down 2.6% today on its lows. That is now 4 consecutive days lower for copper, also 4 of the last 5 weeks. And granted, it's only Tuesday, but if we end up down on the week, and it looks like we might, that would actually be 8 of the last 11 weeks that copper has finished lower. We're now down around that $3 level that it took so long for copper to get back above on the futures contract here at the NYMEX CME Group. Now, Chinese data, as is often the case, has been one of the main factors for pushing copper lower. A couple of days ago, we had a report on Shanghai copper inventories, and they had grown quite substantially. A very simple explanation, meaning they hadn't been used. And there was some other data from China the previous week that showed that, the economic growth there was a little bit mixed. It wasn't as strong maybe as it had been. And when you see those inventory builds, you can make the assumption that construction is slowing, and copper, China being the biggest consumer of copper, that will always hurt the price. And then overnight, we got housing data in China, again, a construction related piece of data, where 44 of the 70 provinces in China had higher prices in housing. Now that might sound great, except the prior month it was 52 of 70. So it was perceived as weaker data. Copper made a substantial move lower. A lot of their 2.6% happened after that data was released. Got a little bit of recovery in toward the end of the day, still above $3. But again, that Chinese data was a big part of this move. And then on top of that, US dollar had a bit of a rebound today. 0.63% or so on the dollar index to the upside. It's obviously against a basket of currencies. That index being back above 90 is significant for a psychological level that people have been watching, and the dollar itself hurts commodities in general. When the dollar is stronger, commodities get cheaper. That relationship is age old, and copper was not immune to it. Crude oil was immune to it today, but there has to be other factors at play in order for the dollar being stronger to not weaken most of the commodity space. So talking about a much weaker crude oil contract that is in more of a downtrend now than a corrective phase. We'll see if that $3 level holds. This is Bob Iaccino talking copper futures from the CME Group trading floor here in Chicago.